What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, I've been super busy with my business, Coyote Direct. If you guys don't know what that is, we have a small performance shop here in Amarillo, Texas, and we primarily focus on Coyote powered vehicles. So Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 Mustangs, F-150s that have Coyotes in them. But we do work on some other stuff, but mostly that's kind of what I'm just kind of known for. So I also have a website, coyotedirect.com, if you guys want to check that out. But anyways, we are driving my brand new 2022 F-250 King Ranch Ultimate package. So I'm really excited about this truck. I've actually had, if you guys look back on my old videos or if you've been following along for a while, I actually had a 2020 F-250 and I bought it at literally the best time because I bought it when the pandemic was starting to get huge, and I saved a ton of money because this is actually when the dealerships were gonna close down. And literally the weekend I went and picked up the truck, the next weekend they actually closed the dealership that I bought it from in Dallas. And so I saved almost $10,000 off a sticker. It was a Lariat, but it was a Lariat base. So it actually, crazy as this sound, a $60,000, $70,000 truck, still had a keyed ignition. You still had to press unlock. I know it sounds crazy, you know, third world problems, but when you're paying $60,000, $70,000 for a truck, you kind of think those things are standard these days. But anyways, it was a super good looking truck. Someone is calling me. And we'll have to answer that later. Anyways, super good looking truck. I loved it, had the 10-speed, but then came towards the end of the pandemic when vehicle prices were soaring through the roof. You couldn't get new vehicles and you couldn't get used vehicles. So the used vehicles that were available, dealerships were paying way over. And essentially, I made about $9,000 to $10,000, minus a little bit for the modifications that I did. But essentially, I made $9,000 to $10,000 selling my truck to a dealership. And I put 30,000 miles on my truck. And yeah, it's kind of hard to pass those up. Like, when do you buy a brand new truck, put 30,000 miles on it, and make $9,000 to $10,000 on it? It honestly is pretty rare to happen. So I did that, picked up a little F-150 that I was gonna fix up for the shop, but in true fashion, as I always do, I actually sold that, picked up an older F-250, which I'm gonna do a video on because I'm about to sell it, and I wanna do a video on it because it's actually one of my favorite trucks I've had. But it's a 2015 F-250 Platinum, and you guys have probably seen it in the back of some of the videos, but I haven't done an actual video on it. But like I said, I'll do one on it shortly before it actually gets sold. But anyways, I've been looking at the 2022s, but the problem is, and you guys will know if you actually have one on order, the hardest thing to do is actually order one. Sometimes you wait a long time, or if you go to the dealership and they just happen to rarely, on a rare occasion, have one at the dealership, guess what? You're gonna pay 10 to 15 over sticker. It's insane. So I've been looking for a while. I really wanted a King Ranch. I've always loved the King Ranch interior. It's freaking amazing. I love the Java brown leather. It's so comfortable. It looks good. I actually had a Ram 2500, the Laramie Longhorn edition, which is kind of similar, but Ram's version. And it was a little too cowboy for me. It had like saddle straps and blah, 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 blah. A bunch of too much cowboys for me. But the King Ranch, on the other hand, is like the elegant version, while still having like some cowboyish features of the, you know, obviously from the King Ranch, but super good looking interior. And I wanted the 2022 because it had the big screen. My 2020 I had just had the normal 8-inch screen that they've had since 2017 when these trucks first came out. But so I opted for a 2022 King Ranch. And so how this happened was I've been looking for a while, and there's a dealership, and pretty much they just order a bunch, and they kept coming in. Every time I'd call, one was sold. So I looked around a few other dealers, and then finally I called this dealer again, and they actually had a King Ranch that wasn't set for yet. So I put a deposit on it, and yeah, I got it for a actually really good price in this market. That's all I'm gonna say. Didn't pay over sticker, but didn't pay way under sticker. So yeah, it's hard to get right now, but a lot of people are paying way over sticker. Some people are paying under if they order them, but yeah, pretty much your best bet right now is to order one or get lucky with a dealership and maybe pay at sticker or just like barely above sticker. But anyways, I got lucky because this is like the exact one that I wanted. So it's got a chrome delete package, so you'll notice it doesn't have like the big King Ranch placard across the back of the tailgate. It has like a little small King Ranch badge in the bottom left-hand corner. And that's because it's a chrome delete package. That big piece on the back of the tailgate is actually, they're building shit over there, is actually for the chrome package. So then you get the chrome bumpers and all that stuff. Well, this one has the painted to match bumpers. So it's the two-tone stone gray. So the mirror caps are painted white. The bumpers are painted stone gray to match the two-tone. And then part of the grill has the stone granite. It does have like a chrome little strip around. That one I'm gonna get painted, and I'm gonna get the badges painted as well. But if you guys want the best diesel, Ford F-250, hands down. Ever since, I've had a bunch of Rams. I've driven some GMCs, I've driven some Chevys, and I just don't like the way they ride, the way they sit. They have awesome power, they're very reliable, but the way they drive and sit, I don't like it. I even drove a brand new, we have a guy that comes to our gym. If you guys don't know, I work at Contagion Athletics as my full-time job. Coyote Direct's a little side gig, but a guy that works out there, he actually works at a dealership, and he brought by a brand new 2021 GMC AT4, had me drive it, and man, I just hated how that thing drove. And this road is freaking god awful. This truck rides really nice for how bad this road is, but I felt like I was sitting up kind of high. I felt like the dash was like perfectly flat, and you felt like you had to reach for everything. I don't know, just it didn't feel right, and definitely didn't ride as smooth as a Ford. So, favorite features of this truck, obviously the 10-speed. Now, it's been out for a couple years, but the 10-speed is freaking awesome. If you haven't driven one of these trucks yet, they ride so good. The transmission shifts so fast, it shifts really smooth, and they have a ton of power and torque to tow anything you want. I have a 28-foot enclosed that I tow my Mustang with, and it pulls that thing like butter. It's so easy. It's not even funny. But gosh dang, this road is so terrible. I just said how good the thing rides, but the road is terrible. But yeah, it does have like the huge pano roof because it is a King Ranch Ultimate. It's got 360 camera. It's got the large screen, which is one of my favorite things. Front and rear heated seats, heated steering wheel, massaging seats. You ain't gotta go to the massage parlor. You can just jump in your F-250 and it's free. Well, you gotta make payments or pay cash for it, but essentially the massage part is free, you know? Some of my favorite features for towing is this truck has blind spot monitoring. It has the Bliss program. So essentially, someone's near you in the next lane, they get kind of close, it flashes orange. Well, when you're towing and you actually put the length of your trailer, when you actually go to switch lanes, it can tell you if you have enough room or not to switch lanes with the length of the trailer. That's a freaking one of my favorite features, honestly. And a new feature, I don't know where or what year this came on. I think it's an option, but it actually came with this truck, is it has trailer tire pressure and trailer tire temp. Now, for everybody that tows, like the biggest worry besides, your freaking wheel bearings going out is damn flat tires, blowouts on trailers. It's the shittiest thing to have happen when you're traveling, but it's part of it. It happens. Now you can actually monitor those. I know there's an actual, like I said, it's an option. You can get it, but the fact that it came on this truck, super, super excited about. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite features for towing is the blind spot monitoring and the trailer tire temp and trailer tire pressure gauge. Pretty freaking awesome for these trucks to have it. Nothing else is that new. A lot of these features have already been, been coming out since 2017 if you got a Platinum. Now, obviously, if you got a 2020 and up, the biggest upgrade was the 10-speed, and now with 2022, the biggest upgrade is the big 12-inch screen. And I'll show you here in just a second once I get around this guy. It didn't change a ton. They obviously changed all the buttons here. The temp is digital. The buttons have changed a little bit, but everything else is pretty much the same. This is kind of cool. You can hit the camera while you're driving and kind of just look around. Now, I will say the camera on this thing is not the best. Yeah, you'd expect better for a $80-something thousand truck, but Still got a 360 camera, which is awesome for backing up. You can see stuff on the side of you, the back, the front. I mean, it's freaking great. But I will do like a quick walk around of the truck on the outside without any B-roll that you guys have already seen, but that way we can get kind of like a live view. It is kind of windy out, so bear with me with the wind, but this way you guys can get a good outside view of the truck. It is a King Ranch Ultimate, so it's got power steps, it's got the trailer backup assist, which has been out for a while. I've never actually used it. It's got the wireless charger, like I said, front and rear heated seats, and it does have Wi-Fi available, so it's got the massaging seats. I mean, this thing literally has everything. It's insane. It's awesome. Definitely the best upgrade Ford has done in a little bit. So, woo, that door flew open. Like I said, power steps. It's pretty windy. It does have. Won't be out here too long since it's so windy, but it's got a tailgate release off the button. It's having trouble coming down because it's so freaking windy. Unfortunately, it doesn't go back by itself, but I already put a 2-inch leveling kit on the front, and I already put my 35s. These are 35 by 12.5, and these are 20-inch wheels. Doesn't poke out a ton, but it looks aggressive enough for me without getting too crazy. Has the cab lights, which I love, and since it's an Ultimate, it does have the LEDs. Okay, let's get back in the truck. It's way too damn windy. But yeah, essentially I had wheels from my previous truck, my 15 F-250, and so I pretty much just put those right back on this truck. And like I said, they're not super aggressive. It's just like a good fitment without going too crazy like some of these people go SEMA truck styles. I still like to tow, not saying you can't tow with those trucks, but I still like to tow, have a decent ride, get decent miles per gallon. So, but just a front leveling kit, 35s, 20-inch wheels, looks good. Got it tinted all the way around, even tinted the windshield with the eyebrow. It's kind of hard to see, but that's always nice. But yeah, just small mods here and there, but I just wanted to show you guys my 2022 King Ranch Ultimate. Thing is freaking awesome. If you guys haven't seen these in person, go check them out. They are definitely worth the money, and it is definitely the best diesel truck that you can get. I probably missed some features. Oh, another hard feature to get is the adaptive cruise control. I have never ever in my life had adaptive cruise control, and holy shit, it is freaking awesome. I tried it on the way to Lubbock for Christmas, and that's it right there. It works so freaking good. So essentially, if you don't know what that is, you can set your cruise control at 75, 80 miles an hour, whatever, and it senses a car ahead of you. It literally starts slowing down. There was a guy going like literally 55 miles an hour on the highway. It slowed down to 55. Then I had the chance to get over. I got over, and it sped itself right back up to what we had it set at. Freaking insane. Adaptive is very nice. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the truck. Like I said, I'll do a video on the 2015 because we're about to get rid of it. But comment down below what you guys think of the truck. I actually like the two-tone. A lot of people say that's like old van status, but honestly, I really like the two-tone. It looks good. We're going to do like a few small upgrades to it, but it just got paint corrected and ceramic coated by the CA Auto Spa. So it's good to go. It's going to be easy to wash, easy to keep clean. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the truck. I will see you guys on the next one.